remember this game in general, but either way, this is a game I played quite a long time ago. I did a review on it, and you might remember that review is now unlisted because of reasons of developer having fit because he his game to me was really bad. But either way, let's continue. Let's play this. Let's see. So why do I think this is so bad? Well, you know, it's a typical anime game. Yet there's nothing too bad about it. But hang on, let's look at the tags for this adventure. From what I played the game, there is actually no adventure. This is not casual. There's very little to no violence, no real gore. Nudity, I've seen very little. Simulation, I don't know how. It's not simulating anything, so I'm gonna report that one. Visual novel, I wouldn't call it that. They say it's a mystery. They used to have on here, it was a horror. In fact, I believe it says right up here, it says, being a horror. Interiors. Nope, he doesn't say it anymore. He removed that because, this actually isn't a horror game. It contains jump scares, and I will show you those terrible, terrible jump scares in a minute. But either way, let's go down here. See, it's got achievements, it produces English and French subtitles, Steam trading cards. So this is a French guy, no big deal. No big deal. Let's continue down here. Let's see what else. This game requires Windows 7. I'm running this on Windows 10. A 1 gigahertz processor. Now point out, this is a visual novel. This isn't Call of Duty. 2 gigabytes of RAM to run this game. Integrated graphics card, TX version 9.C, 300 megabytes of storage. This game recommended though is 4 gigs of RAM. That makes no sense to me. Alright, let's continue down. Here's some reviews, I cannot verify any of these. I have to say, for a game that actually made me want to literally cut my ears off. Here's a guy that actually, I went and looked at his account. He bought this game because he likes horror games and gore and, games like that. He couldn't even get into it. I'm not a big fan of virtual novels. I played 2 now. No, I take that back. I played 3. I actually went and bought 2 more after playing this to see if there was anything I could honestly say that's good about them. The other 2 I bought have great soundtracks on them. I could listen to them for hours. This one, well, let me just tell you, it's not good. I will show you that here in a minute. These reviews are praising this game. Now, let's go here. Oh, who gives a crap? These reviews are like praising the game, on how great it is. These are, I'm gonna point out that, let's go back one. I'm pretty sure that one's not. I'm pretty sure that one there is the developer. That's not the developer. That's definitely not. That's not. That's me. That's not. That's not. I'm pretty sure this review right here is the developer. I will point out this game I'm about to show you is pretty cancerous. So let's go here. Let's see. I have 78 minutes in it. So I don't have much in it. But we're about to see. Shall we install this? I think we shall. Let's install it. So I will be back here in a moment. Now, here we are on the developer's website. Where do I start? Let's look at this, shall we? Here we got, a pretty interesting thing. I find this neat, This developer has had some money put into the site to do stuff like this, which is a neat feature, I give him that. Now, I'd like to go down. Here, pawn. for $6.99. This is another game that's due the second quarter of 2017, and this is another one. He originally had 4 on here. This one is to be announced. This one is due by the second quarter, so I'm guessing, probably sometime soon anyway. Let's continue. See, he had 4 on here. He had like 3 that were planned to be in 1 month. I think it was these 3. There was like another one, I forget its name, but he had them all planned to be, the same month. I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, let's go ahead. Let's check out Pawn. Let's see what he has to say about Pawn. Do. All right. There's a story divided into 7 chapters. Of course, it's an original story if you wrote it. That doesn't really make it original. If somebody else, let's say somebody else wrote a book and then you wrote another version of it and said, well, this is the original, this is how it really happened, that would make sense, but nobody else has done this, so of course your story will be the original because it's the first one. Divided into 7 chapters. Now point out, this game takes 2 hours to beat, so how long are these chapters? Let's see. Probably only about 10 to 20 minutes long. 1 good ending, 4 bad endings. Now I'll point out, I have only seen the 4 bad endings. This one magical good ending that this guy keeps talking about isn't there from what I can see. Investigation minigame. Literally, it's just a point and click. There's nothing else you can do. It's just point and click. 3 to 6 hours of gameplay. I beat this game in 2, and I took my time. Granted, it doesn't show on my Steam thing, but I actually took my time and read everything, and it took me 2 hours to beat the game. 150 high-quality backgrounds. 30 music tracks. In my review, I stated that there was only 2 to 3 music tracks, and they repeated, and it was bad. It was really bad. Anyway, let's see. English friends support other virtual mode. Let's click this one. Let's see. I'll point out that Pawn was actually created in a Kickstarter program. Yeah. And this guy apparently spent 90% of this budget on this. Let's see. Okay, this looks different. $6.99. A mystery romance visual novel. Original story. Again, if it's the first one, of course it's going to be original. You don't have to announce that nobody else has done this game before. 14 endings. You're already trying to jinx us. 6 to 12 hours to beat. I'll point out, for the price, 6 to 12 hours to beat. That's about what it takes to beat a AAA game now, depending on what you're playing. But to be honest, that's not really worth it, because I guarantee you that's over-exaggerated. You can probably beat the game in 4 hours and have the best ending. 150 high-quality backgrounds. I will show you the high-quality background. The music tracks, don't worry about them. They probably won't work right. Windows 7. Windows 7's outdated. They don't use it anymore. You can get the disc, but you can't buy a computer with Windows 7. Brand new anyway. Integrated graphics card. So on. Let's see this one. Last Will. Let's see what this is. Now I'll point out, this is one they thought of while making Pawn. They're like, oh, we should make this one. They started working on it, stopped. They're like, no, we need to finish Pawn. Once again, original story. Makes me want to kill myself. 3 to 4 hours to beat. No endings, so you're just sitting there for a novel. You're just going to basically be reading a book. 3 to 4 hours to beat. Alright, probably an hour. English and French language. Alright, so you're a French developer. Makes sense. Steam trading cards. So on with the same crap. Let's actually go and let's find out more about the company itself. The team. Alex, the co-owner / creator. Alex, I'm sorry, buddy, your game sucks. And owner slash writer. Yeah, and the writing is abysmal. Let's see, who? David, owner slash coder. Coding, I can't give the guy anything really bad, but I will point out there are some janky ass code in there. Owner slash writer, Jay, and coder. Dude, you and Alex really need to get a better fucking life. David, I feel you just need to work on your coding a little bit better. Let's see though. A circle visually. I'm kind of wished. Alright. We decided to create Pawn, a visual novel based on the movie's script to Blacklist, Link, with very limited budget of $500. I gonna say right now, most of that money went into the website because the game does not feature anything I'm happy with. After 3 months of hard work, Pawn was greenlit. Of hard work. Point out hard work. Pawn was greenlit. While half the team was making sure the game was bug free, our writers pinned 2 based on previous scripts. So basically, they made 3 games instead of just 1. Instead of worrying about 1 and making sure all the English and everything was great in 1, they made 3 games. 3, and they're going to release them all for $6.99, even though they're not worth it in the slightest, and you'll see why here in a minute. And they're going to be released this year. Remember, hard work. Previous scripts, and both will be released in 2017. This year, right down there. This year. All right. Anyway, let's get into the game, shall we? Let's see what Pawn has to offer, shall we? It's not good, trust me. Okay. So here's where you're gonna see my first big complaint, like really big complaint, where I actually kind of hate this game. So let's see. All right, let me try to be nice here. Let's look. All right, so we got Pawn. It's a weird little thing. But let's click English. What's this? There's no option menu. Holy cannolis, Batman. No option menu. Alright, there's nothing. There's honestly nothing except load, new game, and bonuses, which I'm pretty sure is just nude pictures of the characters. But there's no options. There's no options at all. Alright, let's see. Let's start up the game. Work is fictional, blah, 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 blah. Alright. God help me, that's loud. Oh, what? What? Where's the menu, you may ask? Well, quite frankly, there is no sound. You cannot turn sound off. High text, skip, main menu. You cannot turn sound off. Who knows? Maybe that's why my career has been lacking to get promotion. Whatever. Look, can I skip? Oh, good God! I've already seen this. All right, let's skip. Oh, hey, that actually works. I don't. Oh, what the fuck? Sound quality, Batman. Sound quality. What the Sound quality. Sound quality, Batman. Alright. This is where you hear the soundtracks for every 5 seconds. We're gonna skip through all the text because it is pure cancer at this point. I just want to point out the sound quality, the high quality sound quality. Also, I'd like to point out that these are doesn't look like. Let me turn my sound way down, because that is cancer. That is pure cancer in my ears, and I know you guys don't want to hear it. Oh, like I don't. I I I I cannot look at this crap. No, we're done. We're done. Alright, you know what we're doing, guys? We're moving on to something a little different. Hang on, I'll be right back. Here, uninstall, delete content. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Support. I want to permanently remove this game from my account. Okay, remove listed game from my account permanently. Return.